Social anxiety isn't just shyness, it's a constant feeling of fear and self-consciousness that can make everyday interactions feel overwhelming. For many, it's the quiet battle of wanting to connect but feeling trapped by worry and overthinking. Today, we'll hear real experiences and perspectives, shedding light on what it's like to live with social anxiety, and why understanding it matters.
Hi, good day. I'm Marlon. I'm here to explore on the topic social anxiety. Join me as we dive into others' opinion. Hi, I'm Marlon. Here.
Barbara.
Nice meeting you, Barbara.
Nice meeting you too.
Okay, so I want to ask you what you know about social anxiety.
Okay, social anxiety. Me, from my opinion, what I know about it is when someone avoids like social gatherings or is uncomfortable in social gatherings.
Okay, thank you. So, have you ever experienced anything like that?
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Really?
But one thing I have learned is that we are all human beings and we learn.
Yeah.
I actually have grown up with like a small group of family, so I'm not interactive with my family most of the time.
Okay.
So when I'm around people, it's exhausting, but I have to, already that you have to in school and stuff.
How has social anxiety affected your life, like let's say social life?
I have limited friends, so like right now I have like a group of just 2 friends.
Really?
I have just limited friends. I am not really, because of that, I don't really communicate. And even though sometimes it seems like I'm a very open person. When a stranger meets me, the person can't tell because I won't even go up to talk to the person in the first place. Yeah.
So have you improved when it comes to social anxiety?
Yes, I have. Which is good, which is very good. I have. I now have made a habit of when I meet someone, I am the first to go up and talk to the person. I don't have to
Wait for the person to
talk to
approach
me.
you.
And then I actually attend a lot of networking programs.
Okay.
It really helped me.
That's
like,
nice. So like what triggers your social anxiety?
when I'm being put on the spot, so if I'm among people and I'm being called out and I'm not like I wasn't attentive at that moment, it also causes it. One, I prefer being blending in the background than talking. So if I'm being pointed out, like I said, if I'm being put on the spot.
Okay. So again, have you sought for any professional help or therapy before?
Not really, but I have people that help me out of it. I had mentors that speak to me day to day. They actually help me improve my speech and other stuff. So
That's nice. So what advice would you give to others going through the same situation?
okay, I'll
Right
tell
now.
them that there's nothing to be afraid of. Actually, when you take yourself out of that box, you realize that it's actually the best experience you will ever get.
That's right.
So you should just go out there. If you are scared, just let the people around you know that this is me. Just help me out of it. And you shouldn't be ashamed to ask for help
Okay.
because you may not know. You will definitely get it. So ask for help. You should ask for help.
Nice one. Thank you. So I want to ask you about social anxiety. Have you experienced anything like that?
No, personally, I don't have social anxiety, but I know what social anxiety is. So, as the name implies, social anxiety, being anxious in social places, situations that are.
Okay. So how has it? You said you haven't experienced
Yeah.
it, but then can you tell me how social anxiety has affected others, like your close friends, relatives?
Okay, I can't think of anybody that is going through social anxiety, but I think it does affect them because most of the times we see them very timid, shy in social gatherings. And so if you are timid in social gatherings, your work, your school is also like a social gathering. So they tend to not input much in such
How
situations.
do you manage when you feel judged or evaluated by others?
Okay, so I remember an instance where I had a lot of people judge me based on something, or I thought they judged me actually. So I think from experiences, I've learned that I shouldn't assume that people are judging me, and even if they are, what I'm doing is what I'm doing, as long as I'm not hurting the feelings of others. So yes, personally, when I'm feeling like I'm being judged, I assume that I am assuming that they are judging me.
you.
Then I just move forward, move past it. I do what I'm supposed to do, then I leave.
Cool. So, what advice will you give to people who struggle with social anxiety?
Okay, so I feel like social anxiety comes from the mindset. Yes. You need to just tell yourself that people's opinions matter, but not all the time. As they say, opinions are like noses. Everybody has one. If you base what people say or think about you, and then be like, oh, I'm not going into the midst of people because of what I feel like they'll say, then you will never really get there, or you never really be out there. So just forget about people. Just do you out there. Make sure you're not hurting the feelings of others, and make sure others are not hurting your feelings as well. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Hi, this sounds okay. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Foster, and I've been tasked to talk about my experience with social anxiety. So, social anxiety. I guess social anxiety is when you feel discomfort due to some things that maybe you're not comfortable with. I remember in the past I used to be anxious. I was anxious about a lot of things. I was anxious about my color, the color of my hair, which was very brownish at that time, and some parts of my body. How I dealt with it. Well, I started to understand. I started to believe, not believe, I started to understand the fact that, I started to come in realization to the fact that it's not going to change. The color of my hair is never going to change to black or blue or whatever I wish it was. So I had to accept it. And of course, I don't have money to go and spend on plastic surgery also. That's going to happen. So I had to assess my color, even though I was really embarrassed about it back in the day, because people used to call me albino. Sometimes I'd be walking from home like to school, and then a lot of kids are lined up on the streets and they're just singing a song to just spite me because I look like an albino. Yes, which I still don't know whether I am, because some of the parts of my body are black and some are brown. So and another part of me that I would say I was insecure, and I was anxious about showing it as my body. It's a part of me, like my nipples. It's not like it's pointed. I was anxious about that too. Because of that, I couldn't go to the poolside. That also, I had to accept it, and I had to start showing it at the poolside. And it made me go to the poolside a lot because I wanted to overcome that. I was also very shy. I was also very, very shy to stand in public and to talk. Every time I stand in public, I literally can feel my heart beating like, Charlie, what if these words I'm about to say will embarrass me or something? Like, I was afraid of being in public, but I overcame that also. Now, how did I overcome those things? Okay, let me first start with the symptoms. So, when you are socially anxious, one of the symptoms you start to feel is your heart rate starts beating. Like your heart rate starts increasing rapidly. Yes.